Yo. Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome once again to the Uzziel Lewi channel. My name is Uzziel Lewi. I'm one of the teachers of Congregation Da'at Kakma Ubina, located at 382 Hamilton Avenue, Brooklyn, New York, where we teach the Word of God, the one and only God, the one who created the heavens and the earth, the God who called everything into existence, and unto him and him alone do we give glory. His name is Yahweh. And Yahweh is one God, and he stands alone, and we give glory unto his high and holy name. I'd like to say shalom to everyone in the room, all the family that's on. Can you pass me the other phone? My other phone over there. To all the family that's on, thank you all for tuning in. Everybody on Facebook, thank you for tuning in. I'm grateful to this mighty King, and I'm appreciative of the time that I have, not taking for granted that with all the things that are happening, that Yah has spared my life and the life of all my loved ones. And even knowing that so many people have passed away, and the Most High God has spared us even through all of that. So I'm thankful to him. I acknowledge that he is king, and besides him there is no other. I acknowledge that he is ruler, maker, owner, possessor, and besides him there is no other. So I'm grateful for my life. They said that Brooklyn, New York, has the highest case of COVID-19 deaths than any other county in America. And it has more deaths than, I believe, 48 states. Only 3 states have more deaths than just Brooklyn. The county of Brooklyn, the borough of Brooklyn. Kings County, better known as Kings County, is Brooklyn Borough. And I live there. So I'm thankful that I'm still here alive. I don't take life for granted, and I don't assume that God is just merciful on me, because anything can happen to me because I'm not perfect. I make mistakes. I'm trying to walk in that righteous path, but I'm not perfect. And anyone who, I don't want to say tries to be perfect, because that's what we should be striving for. But anyone that acts as if they have no faults, or they act as if nothing that they do is wrong, then you need to watch that person. Seriously. When you are wrong, you need to learn to apologize and to say that you're wrong. So I'm grateful to the mighty King for my life, even in the midst of this plague that he has allowed to engulf this borough and this county that I live in. I'm grateful to the mighty King for my life once again, and for the life of my family, my loved ones. Know so many people that have passed away, heard of so many people passing away. And it's disheartening, but also we know that the Most High God is doing his job. And to my family out there, to my family on the internet, you might not be from New York City, so you might not see the devastation, because the places that you live in, you might have not experienced it to the level. So to you, it seemed like this is not really happening. This is the government just is forcing. Brothers and sisters, believe me, this is happening. It had happened. People really have died that we know. So be careful. Now that they're starting to reopen these different states, I implore you to be careful, to practice social distancing, put on your mask, put on your gloves, wash your hands. I know some of you have to go out to work, but self-quarantine so that you don't be out there in the midst of this mess. Stay away from public places if you don't have to be there, because this thing is real. And you could see it because a lot of these states that opened up too soon, their COVID-19 cases are increasing. All right? So it's not a joke. It's really happening. And I'm imploring y'all out there to keep the kids safe, keep yourself safe. Most of you that live in Georgia, North Carolina, and places like that, you got big backyards. You have space in your homes. My children have been indoors for what, like 2 months now, almost?
I think it's been
3 months? Lost track. No, we started in March, so it's 2 months. We started in the middle of March, so it's 2 months. And, I mean, they go out for a walk here and there, but there is no time to go anywhere. There is no time to go here and there. I think once I took them out in a ride in the car, just to go out in the car and just get out the house, but there's nothing to do but to save ourselves from whatever is happening. All right? So pray for me, pray for my family, pray for the people in New York City, because we've gone through a real tough time. And if you don't live here, you really don't see it, you don't understand it. But those of us who live here see it every day, and we live with that understanding and that fear that anything can happen. So I'm grateful to the mighty King once again. I'm grateful for my life and the life of all of you that are out there. Let us keep praying for each other and keeping the Most High God in mind. Shabbat Shalom, Yael, Ezra Ben Levi. So, I want to talk about loyalty, faithfulness, and friends before I get into music, because I just don't want to turn this into like a music type of thing and not leave a word, all right? So, I want to go to the book of Proverbs, chapter 20, verse 6. It reads, "Most men will proclaim everyone his own goodness, but a faithful man who can find," right? So most of us, as men and women, we will proclaim how good we are as people, the goodness that we do and that we strive to do. And you know, I've done this, and I'm only good. No one is going to ever point out they bad. And you know we have bad. None of us, like I said at the beginning of my talk, none of us are perfect. So every man, or most men, will proclaim everyone his own goodness. You know, I'm the best. It says, but a faithful man, who can find? A faithful man, a loyal person, a person that you could depend on. Now, friends come and go, right? At some time in life, you might have a group of friends. Let's say you was in high school, you had a group of friends. You might not keep in contact with the group of friends as much as you used to back then. You might have maybe one or two that you really stayed close to. So those are friends. You know, you go out to social events sometimes. Sometimes they borrow money from you. You borrow money from them. Friends. You remain friends. Then as you go through college, you get another group of friends. You know, as you go through life at your jobs and stuff like that, you get other friends, or what you might call associates. But if you've been dealing with a person for 5, 6, 7 years, 10 years, whatever, that becomes past being an associate. Those are your friends. And out of all those friends, sometimes you might find one loyal or a faithful friend. A faithful friend does not mean that he or she are always going to tell you that you're right. Faithful friends usually come in a way that they're going to tell you the truth, whether you like it or not. And you get angry with them and then you get back talking with them. Those are your faithful friends because they really don't want to see damage happen to you. They really don't want to see bad happen to you. So they warn you about things that you might not see because they really care for you. Those are real friends. So we need to keep that in mind. When you find a good and faithful friend, keep him or keep her. Understand what a good friend is. A good friend is not the person that's going to tell you yes all the time, or that's going to tell you that you're correct all the time. That's not necessarily a good friend. Sometimes those are called yes men, butlers, servants, kiss behinds. You don't want that. A friend, you want somebody to tell you, bring me something to drink. You want someone to tell you the way it is, to tell you the truth all the time, and someone that you're able to rebuke, and they're able to rebuke you. That's what you need. You don't need people just to tell you that you're right all the time. Those are friends, all right? So when you find a faithful friend, keep him, keep her, because you might not get another friend like that in a lifetime. If you had a faithful friend or you have a faithful friend, don't allow others to come in your relationships when you know that this person is faithful to you. So understand that sometimes you go through things with people, right? You go through things with people and you sometimes you bump heads with your friends, with your faithful ones. Sometimes you bump heads, right? But there's a proverb here that says, let me go there real quick. Proverbs 18:24. Proverbs 18:24 says, there are friends that one have to his own hurt. We have those friends, right? They borrow money from you, never give it back. They always got you in some situation. If you were younger, and even as you get older, you always have a friend that you got to bail out of some type of stuff. Some people have lost their lives for those type of friends, right? Going to see about a situation. You've been carrying this guy or this gal all your life, and somebody's messing with them, and you always became their defender, but they always got themselves into trouble. And how many times have we heard that in the hood, as we say, right? You go help somebody out that's always getting into trouble, and the good person that goes and help out loses their lives, right? Those are the friends that you have to your own hurt. So you also have to evaluate those friends and know when you want to do things for them. Like if you have a friend that borrows money and never pays back, you have to make up in your mind whether or not you're going to lend him money or just give him money or give her money, right? And as a friend, if you borrow, you should give money back. But you evaluate your friends. Sometimes you keep them to your own hurt. You know that they're really no good in certain aspects of life, but in other aspects of life, you get along real well with this person. So we got different range of friends. They come in different shapes, shades, but those are our friends. But it says here, but there is a friend that sticketh closer than a brother. That's that faithful friend. No matter what you in, she comes and gets you or helps you out, but then they're going to chew you out. They're going to tell you the truth. Those are the friends that we need to learn to appreciate. If you know that you have a friend like that, and because of your stubbornness, you stop talking to that friend, you stop communicating with that friend because you felt like this friend did you wrong, and by telling you something, most of the times it comes by that, oh, he's always telling me what to do. She's always telling me what to do. Maybe the Most High God put that friend in the midst of you to keep you in line. The Most High God bring people in the midst of us, and sometimes we don't even understand the reason why those people are in the midst of us, and they might be to help us out to go on the right path. Friends, the Houdini song said it. How many of us have them? Friends, the ones we can depend on. Friends, how many of us have them? Before we go any further, let's be friends. The word friend, you don't throw around lightly, but understand and know who are those people that are faithful, that are good friends, and appreciate them and love them. Right? Because there are people that are closer than your own blood relatives, that you trust more than your own blood relatives, that you got brothers and sisters that you trust with your children more. If something was to happen to you, you would rather leave your children with those friends than leave it with your own blood family. Now, y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all know that you got people out there like that you trust more than your own flesh and blood. And if you agree with me, put the thumbs up emoji if you know that I'm telling the truth. I'm not going to ask you for an amen and an hallelujah, but the thumbs up emoji confirms what I'm saying. So I glorify this mighty King. And I acknowledge, I have friends that I grew up with that I won't trade them for the world. We get into misunderstandings. We get into disagreements. We might not talk for a couple of years. I don't think, a true friend, I've never gone not talking to them for a couple of years, but I guess you could say that for a few years. It happens. But no, you have your friends that you're close with. And we acknowledge those friends, and we thank God for those people, because those people help us out in life. True friends, they will help you in life. And if you truly love a person, you won't stay mad with them forever. If you truly love a person. So, thanking the Most High God for friendship. Thanking the Most High God for allowing us to experience friendships. I want to go to one more. Make sure I can find this in there. Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. Ecclesiastes. chapter 4. Verse 9 and 10, it reads, "Again, I considered all labor and all excelling in work, that it is a man's rivalry with his neighbor. This also is vanity, a striving after wind. The fool foldeth his hands together and eateth his own flesh. Better is a handful of quietness than both hands full of labor and striving after wind." Excuse me, I went to the wrong, I was reading the wrong verse. I said chapter 4, verse 9 and 10. Sorry about that. I got distracted by something else. It says, "Two are better than one because they have a good reward for their labor. For if they fall, the one will lift up his fellow. But woe to him that is alone when he falleth and have not another to lift him up." So that's when faithfulness and good friends come from. You got to acknowledge who those good friends are. If you have burnt a relationship with a good friend, humble yourself, go back, acknowledge you're wrong, don't be stubborn, because it's not worth losing a good friend. Sometimes it is us that have to look at ourselves and say, well, this is where I messed up, and I need to straighten that problem out. And sometimes real good friends come within your own family. You might have a flesh and blood brother that you really best friends with. You might have a cousin that you're really best friends with. Repair those relationships. Understand that you're gonna need these relationships in your life. Don't be stubbornness. Does not. Thank you, son. I hate when you bring me stuff in these containers, though. It's all right. I would like to see a glass so I could see what's at the bottom of that stuff. Friendships are important. When we look at an example of a great friendship, we look at David and Jonathan, right? David and Jonathan. David was the anointed king that was coming into Saul's house, who was the king at the moment. As we know in the history, we know that the Most High God took away the kingdom of Israel from Saul, but Saul was still sitting in the position while David was anointed by the prophet Samuel to be the next king of Israel after Saul and his family would have been pushed out of the way. But David built this relationship with Jonathan. Now, Jonathan was Saul's son, the one who probably would inherit the kingship, right? Because it's a monarchy. Monarchy, you inherit. It passes down. But this relationship was so unique, and this is where people try to say, and they try to implement that quote unquote homosexuality was evident in the Tanakh with the relationship between Jonathan and King David, because it said that the love that they have for each other surpassed the love of a woman. But when you are in the trenches with brothers, and let's say like you in the barracks, and you are like a soldier. Like a lot of soldiers go back to war not because they like war. Like after their tour of duty is done, they go back to war because they feel like they left their friends on the battlefield. And the bond that they have built surpasses, not that they don't love their wife, but they've been in the trenches for 6 months together. That bond is so strong that they feel like a traitor by coming home and knowing that their friends could leave up out of here. Look at American Sniper. That's a true story. I'm not telling you look at it because for what was happening. I understand about, I don't want to hear about the U.S. I'm talking about the story and his emotions and his feelings, or why he kept going back to war, why he kept re-enlisting and going back, because of he felt like he was leaving his friends behind. That's the love that David, now you could understand better when it said they love surpassed the love of a woman. It wasn't that they were gay. David loved women. He had a bunch of them. It wasn't that. It was that their bond was so tight that no woman could come between them. Nothing could come between them. And some of you women, some of you Nashim out there, some of you women out there, know that your husband might have a relationship like that with a friend. And you know that you can't come between them. No matter what you say, that's his buddy. So you might as well just accept the fact that him and this guy are going to be buddies, and you can't talk bad about that guy. You know what I mean? And vice versa with the other guy, with his significant other. Now, you sisters know. You know that your husband's got these relationships. So that's the bond. So friendship is important. It's important for us to understand the significance of friendship, faithfulness, loyalty of friendship. And a good friend is always going to be there through the good times, through the bad times. They're going to be there. She's going to be there. He's going to be there. And it's important to develop good, solid friendships so that we can have a healthy community. Friendships also influence community and help us to build solid communities. Also, what we have to understand is that with friendship comes trust. Now, often as Israelites, this is one of our Achilles' heels. We can't truly build friendships because we don't trust each other. We're like a religious set, and in Christianity, they have more trust with each other than we do in a community that we're supposed to have Yah in our lives, and we understand the true meaning of Torah, but we still don't practice it. We don't trust each other. We always look at each other skeptical, or she's trying to do something, he's trying to do something. And it's not like that. Friendship comes and you build it. When you see friendship, true friendship, you trust it. That's what friendship is. There's certain friends of mine that I could close my eyes. Like, I remember there was a brother, and this was the highest compliment that like somebody could pay you, right? We were doing something, I think we was like in the gym or something. And somebody asked the brother, they asked the brother about me. But they asked him in Spanish. They didn't know that I knew Spanish, but I'm understanding everything that they saying. But I played the I don't know Spanish role sometimes to hear what people have to say about me. I just act like I don't know, and then I hear everything that you say about me, and then I respond to you in Spanish and make your soul come out of you, right? So the brother, he was talking to the guy, and then he said, "Yo, you trust this guy?" You know what I mean? And the brother told me, he said, "I trust him with my family. I trust him with my wife." You know what that means? That meant a lot to me. It still means a lot to me today that somebody will trust me that way, right? Because most people don't trust people with their wives. But the integrity and the goodness of a person shows, and you know what a person would do. If somebody could say that, that means a lot. And it goes a long way as to the character and of the person that you are. And those are friends. That's how friends build bonds. Like, I trust them with my family, with my wife, with my kids, you know. This is what we're talking about. This is what friendship is. Friends don't talk about each other to other people. Friends confront each other. Friends, true friends, you're not going to allow somebody to dog your friend, talk bad about your friend. You ever see like, and I was just discussing this with someone. I don't know who I was talking to them about, it. But like, you ever see like you have a group of people and they're always getting on each other, right? Or there's like one guy that's always the butt of the joke. Everybody's getting on him. Oh no, not everybody's getting on. One particular person always gets on that person, right? And they accept it. The person accepts it. They laugh it off or whatever. But if anyone else tries to mess with that person, tries to do something to that person, that same guy that always getting on that person, that's always ranking on him, as we say, playing the dozens on him, will stand and defend that person as if he's defending his own life. And if you try to put your hands on that person or anything that he's always getting on, right? They will try to kill you. Those are friendships. Sometimes you don't understand what the friendship is, but that's like, how does this guy let this guy get on him all the time like that? They developed a friendship like that, but this guy has his back forever. That's my friend forever. Yeah, I get on him, I laugh on him, I joke on him. He might not be as witty as I am, but you can't do it to him. You can't touch him. You can't do anything. You can't talk bad about him. That's my friend. I'm trying to give you different examples because these are things we see in the hood, as we say, right? These are things that we understand and that we see. Friendship is a bond. It's a bond that you build. Friendship is years of trust. Learn to trust each other. Learn to depend on each other. Learn to give someone an opportunity so that they could be trusted. You do everything with time but give somebody an opportunity to be trusted. Now, when you burn that bridge, now it's a different story. I can't trust you with certain things. I can't trust you with certain things because you're not good at that. So I have to pull that away from you. But true friends will go out of their way to try to do certain things. You know, even like if you look at like mafia movies or you look at anything else, like things that we see, you know, not going off from the Shabbat, but the guy who's always the earner, when he makes a mistake, everybody accommodates him because they know he's an earner. He made a mistake or something went wrong. They know that this guy's going to get it back because he's trusted in certain areas. And that's just how life is. That's how you build your name, your reputation, when you're trusted in certain areas. Sometimes people want to be in positions and in places that the people don't trust them to be in. You get what I'm saying? And then sometimes that goes bad because it's a trust, and there's a time and season that goes into doing all of these things. Time builds up that trust. And once you have that time, and people will trust you. They don't think that you're perfect. I don't want anyone out here ever to think that I'm perfect, that I don't make mistakes, that I don't get angry. Heck, I just got angry this week with a guy sideswiped my car. I got angry. I got upset. But then I had to think about it. I was like, all right. I was sort of kind of wrong in this. I got upset at a shoulder shrug. Like, the guy, I stopped. He sideswiped me. And when he looked at me, he just went like this. And I was like, well, pull over, man. We're going to have to talk this out. You're going to have to say something. I said, call the police. I don't care. Both of our insurance go up. We're going to call the police. I said, I call the police. The police ain't come for they didn't even come 2 hours. Then after a while, I had to think about it. I was like, man, you let your anger get the best of you. You was just upset. You know that this little damage right here, this little stuff could be just buffed out and little paint put on it or whatever. So I spoke to him. I had to humble myself. I had to say, I'm sorry for yelling. That after the Most High, it's like the Most High, like he didn't let the police come. Like, dummy, you big dummy. You gonna really go through all this? You gonna do a police report for that little thing? And your insurance gonna go up and all that? And I started thinking about all that. And what happened is, while I'm sitting there, I'm seething, I'm upset, And I could admit these things because I'm not perfect. I don't paint myself in this perfect bubble. So so I'm upset. I was upset. But then the guy, was like, did you call the police? They coming or whatever? And at this point, I'm just like answering with my, I'm not even answering it with my mouth, right? Because at this point, I'm still bubbling. So then the guy said, all right. He said, I'm going to order some tacos and some drinks. He said, do you want something? And then that turned my heart right away. I mean, I don't know if he was just, whatever had happened, like it was like the message from the Most High. And then we standing there and we waiting. So then I called him over. I said, look, he spoke his point. I spoke my point. I said, we're going to just leave it at this, that, and the other, blah, blah, blah. And we left it at that. And as soon as I told them that, they called me talking about the cops is on the way. And I'm like, forget it. We worked it out. You know what I mean? So sometimes, and I'm going off the point from what I was talking about friendship, but sometimes that anger gets you in trouble. But a good friend will know how to assuage that. Like, yo, it's not really time for you to get angry right now. You know what I mean? Like, yo, you need to calm down. I got certain friends that when I'm upset about something and something is bothering my spirit, I go to them first. You don't go to the warrior when you want war. Because the warrior is going to always be like, let's go. That's what I'm into. Like, you got warrior friends that, you want to do that? Let's go. Let's get it popping. You don't do that. When you're upset about something, you go to the calm friend who always thinks and be like, what do you think about this? And then he'll break it down like a shotgun, and then you really realize, like, you had no reason to get upset. So those are the different type of friends. You know who you go to when you want certain kind of advice. So, right, you don't go to that person when you are in certain situations. You go to the person that's level-headed, that's going to give you the right advice and not send you down the wrong place. I hope I'm making sense to y'all, because I feel like I'm all over the place now, but we still on the topic of friendship, right? So when I talk about Jonathan and David, and Jonathan knowing that David was going to be the next king of Israel, anointed king, and knowing that his position will be diminished, or either he's going to die, that still didn't deter the love that he had for David in sparing his life and letting him know that my Abba has something against you, and I think it's time for you to go, because if you stay here, my Abba going to kill you. My father's going to kill you. If y'all don't know, when I'm saying Abba, that means father. And Jonathan's father was King Saul. And understanding that the true friendship that he had with David still didn't allow him to go against his friend, and the love that he had for him allowed him to spare his life. So things that we have to keep in mind, things that we have to understand, friendship. I know I started late, but the sun goes down kind of late, so I got to eat a little. And get ready. When y'all get a chance, go to the Mishpaka Drummer channel. I put up a new quarantine video up there, part 5, with our young brother Uzziel Ben Cohen, Ben Chief Makubadia. So check that out. Nice video. He did a whole video by himself. So I hope that the message that I brought might help you out in something. I hope that the message that you heard will help you in your lives and bring understanding to you with certain things that might be going on in your lives, because life is not easy and, things get rough at times, but we persevere with Black people. The COVID-19 is one thing, but we put our trust in the Most High God. Emo, you should have left that comment up there. I was trying to read it, but I get it. Sometimes we get there, and that's just part of us, but we're working on that part of us, right? We're working on that part of us, because if we could think it, that means that we know the thing that we're veering off into, right? And somebody could reel us back in. Now, there's a time and place for everything. Now, every time is not a wrong time to be angry. Sometimes people have to feel that wrath, right? But not every time. You have to understand when. And anger, maybe anger is not the right word, because anger resteth in the bosom of a fool. But there's a time where you have to be firm. That's the appropriate word. Not angry, but firm. All right. So, hoping that you got something out of that. I pray that the Most High God be with us all, protect us and keep us. I'm going to play a couple of tunes before I call it a night. Y'all always keep me up longer than what I'm supposed to, but it is what it is, all right? So I'm going to play a couple of this song I'm about ready to play is about 29 years old. But this is my brother Levan. When we first was coming into this way of life, he did this song. I hope you enjoy it. And I hope that me speaking today was a help to anyone out there that might have needed to hear that. To all my people on Facebook, all my people on YouTube, may Yahweh bless you and keep you. Here we go.
Hello, what's up, matey? What have we done for ourselves lately? It's the R-O-B-B-I-N-G from the Menace to Society. We got Rick, Daz, and Mark in effect, do you understand?
Listen to the lyrics. Listen to the lyrics. Kick it.
I have to let out this anger inside of me.
Because when I try to be
quiet as
my temper build up,
I can't say come
when my race get killed up.
Never in a million years I see
so many tears.
From people still living in fear. Our forefathers had so much pride.
Some refused to be slaves, so they committed suicide.
So cried and died on ships. Our culture ideas.
All of that was stripped to a northern shore we never seen before.
Some say I'm racist, I can't see it, but if they help my people,
so be it.
Cause I'm only down for the shrimp and recruit.
So what you trying to say, my brother?
We need a mind revolution. That's right, a mind revolution is in effect, so you better get in it. Because the new government won't include a president, a house, or a senate. But now introducing a very close friend of me. Brothers and sisters, would you please welcome Robbing Leach in a place to be, man.
Some more waiting for the end, for peace and love.
I get the feeling they don't know what was. The reason for the change is the pain, and what drove a black race insane. Sing to the many soul, the lose control. The Old Testament is 39 books that hold our past, present, future, and up to now, scientists still wondering how a book could be so accurate. To them it's hard. This is the power of the Almighty God. Rappers for the rebel, give a lot of heavy metal. But unlike heavy metal, we don't praise the double. I got you getting up, my style is switch it up. On the street, the black man is a sitting duck. Self-defense is just a second solution. We know the mind revolution. Come on, got it. Revolution, got it. Revolution, got it. Get it. Revolution, got it.
Hey.
Get it on. Hey, yo, Dad, do me a favor. Tell these people why we rolling underground, man. Come on.
Revolution will not be televised.
Say what? Revolution will not be televised. What the fuck is up on my too? Revolution will not be televised. Come on. Revolution will not be televised. You're looking out, brother. Some damn crooks came and took the holy book, hooked up some cook, and this is what they put. The story about another man, he wasn't true, cause according to Exodus 4:22, God said Israel was his son, even his firstborn. So I warn and make it easy for the unborn. The church every day to mislead us with the teachings of Jesus. That's why we're so dumb, we sung, we shall overcome. While dogs bite and chew on the old and young. But that's why I refuse to be silent. If they're non-violent, I'll be non-violent. But eye for eyes, what the true God said it is. Love your enemy is negative. The Mosaic laws is the only solution. Again, we need a
mind revolution.
Word. Got it. Get it on it.
Lonely hearts, wounded souls, spirits torn apart, or just those living and loving the life that they're living. Take a dose of
We're going with the old school rap right now.
Now how you living?
Where my brother Chief Nathaniel at?
On point, I'm on a mission. Mission. I'm gonna make this inquisition with words. I'm gonna spur the urge and get you off the verge.
Come on.
To this dope beat, to move your feet.
The name of this song is Shalom.
What's going on? The rhymes are kicking and the song is strong. And I do the rhythm of the beat. The rhythm in your beat.
Hey.
Better than ever before. And I'm sure unique, strong beats is what you crave for. Not just a wild style, but versatile. Respected by adults, accepted by a child. Meanwhile, I put it in poetry. That's how you know it's me. Makes it more easy. Now, do you understand? This new drop of harmony hip hop you love. Do you roll like young lions on top of Mount Zion? Spread it out like wings. They're gonna fly like a dove. Now, do you love the love of universal love?
Shalom is a greeting, good spirits are meeting. The laws is reproof and the lamp is light. And the brother on the mic to get your hype. It's not time yelling, he's an Israelite. Shalom.
Hey. I can dig rapping.
Spend some time in some rhythms and rhymes that put the boogie in your body, a message in your mind at the same time. Let's have a little fun.
Which artist, Janet?
Feel good, then my job is
this song or the previous song?
But nothing to fear.
Hey.
I like to make this here perfectly clear. We're not out to challenge or be put on display by the rhymes.
Mind Revolution. That was the Mind Revolution, Ima Havarek.
We are the world. But only Jah rules it. That's the message of this record. Now you can dissect it. I gave it to you so you can inspect these rhymes that have been selected by Nat Daniel, not Nat King Cole. I didn't come to raise hell or blaze a role, but if your mind's in prison, I'm giving parole and bringing health food for the hungry souls. Food for thought so that you don't get caught. I don't dine in swine or deal in pork, but to each his own upon the microphone.
The previous song was a Mind Revolution, Janet.
Shalom is a greeting, good spirits are meeting. The laws is reproof and the lamp is light. And the brother on the mic to get your hype. It's not time yelling, he's an Israelite. Shalom, shalom.
I'm on arrival like a Bible, that's my means of survival. Not your rebel or a rival, but I may be liable to lose my cool, but never being a fool. Like a fool Fooling is hard at the part of God. It's bad, it's sad. But violence ain't the answer, so I use a pen and pad. Take note as I devote dedication and hope you can cope to these rhymes inclined to humankind. But beware, don't mean to spare, none can compare to the force that's forth everywhere.
Come
and
on.
of course it is real, cause the spirit you feel. You know my voice is like a drill, poetry is my skill. And my intentions is simply to appeal to
Yes, y'all.
of you who know how to.
Here we go, y'all.
From up against the wall.
And don't stop.
Do this and don't stall, y'all, y'all, y'all.
We're gonna hear from my man Cypher, coming out of House of Israel, Cincinnati, Ohio. Cypher and Alina, come on, put your hands up, yeah, yeah. One of my favorite rap artists in Israel. Come on, Cypher, let them know.
For some, it seems like this game of life will never get over, but it'll start to go fast soon as you get older. So I'ma live every day like the last, with no regrets of what I did in the past. But please don't misunderstand, I made mistakes, but if I wouldn't have slipped, I could've kept the wrong path where I shouldn't have went. Words in flight can't come back, yeah, I learned from within that even if you hold a grudge, love covers our sins. I wonder what my peoples would be in 2019, and when I die, is there a sequel for me? Hold your head, Twine, I know you in jail, and if I get a $250,000 from a deal, I'ma loan you the bill. It wasn't your fault that she was in the passenger seat. It was just her time to go when you happened to be in her midst during the homecoming. I pray to y'all that I see the day come when all of my people's home running. My own land, my own man, and one judge. Everybody will hold hands and won't budge. One language called love, and once a week every nation gotta come to Jerusalem. In the last days, Gentiles will use their tongue just to lick off the dust of our feet. Our people call themselves Christians, they must be asleep. To inherit the earth, you must be the meek. I'm trying to speak to my peeps that's deep in the game. How the streets gon' help you when you sleep in the grave. And to my brother upstate, I know you hunger for wealth and sometimes miss yourself helping somebody else. But don't give in or up, just keep on going, cause only y'all know your heart, and that's the person that count. Every action bad, so I hope the good surmount everything I ever did, and he forgive me.
Somebody let Cypher know I'm playing his music tonight. Sing it, Lena. Come on, come on. Hey.
Advanced, the enemy is the product of it. We gotta use that knowledge to our advantage. It's time to unite.
If you ain't never been through it, you ain't gonna feel for us. Blacks killing blacks, tell me what ain't gonna heal this. I'm serving y'all, I couldn't get on real voice. Little life, you probably couldn't relate to some brothers in the hood, still working their way. Got their hands to the streets, so they get to the bank. They call it trap, they said trap, so we setting them straight. No longer will I send blacks. Watch our people get scrapping. Gas turn the yacht so we can get back to our homeland. Amongst our own man, man's real skin, toes, tan, eyes just black. Cause we coming in all shades, see the heat, go to flee like a runaway slave. I'm tired of seeing our ladies father going on the morning show. Same story, don't know who the baby's father. If you ain't never been through it, you ain't gon' feel for us. Blacks killing blacks, tell me what they gon' heal for us. Serving y'all, I couldn't get on real for us. Use the cars that was built for us. Little life, you probably couldn't relate. Just for the brothers in the hood, still booking they way. Got their hands to the streets, so they catching the bait. They call it trapping, it's a trap, so we setting them straight. The lesson that way, you don't need a weapon to spray. All peoples won't listen, cause we setting our place. Don't really care what we destined to face. Till you behind bars, doing the 25 dancing this thing. If I real to the real, please step to the plane. If I on the ground, If you ain't never been through it, you ain't gon' feel for it. Tell me when they gon' heal for some of y'all, I couldn't get on real for it. We used to call fathers down for it. A little life, you probably could relate this from my brothers in the hood, still looking they way. Got their ears to the streets, so they catching the bait. They call it trapping. It's a trap, so we setting them straight. Spiritual keep us deprived. The enemies disguised as a blind. Here, blue-eyed God, keep us blind. Too many murders, too many burdens. Be tears rolling down my mama's face. Burning the high furnace. They help us build, they keep us ill. Trapped in this battlefield, it's time to kill. It's in our nature to survive. Self-preservation is a crime. It's time to live or die. They told us lies, it's still in our minds. And since we think true, it's hard to find. We trust in crime, buying backs for that sweet silhouette. But trust in God, let's see what's next. Get blessed.
Cypher featuring K-Style and Katora.
They see but can't perceive.
Yeah.
His head can't understand this when he commit. Two from a fam, one from a city. Some heads a turn like the penny. From the most high, evidently. Forgot our history.
Come on.
Recognize truth, but the youth won't respect it. Cause knowledge from a poor man's despised and rejected.
Yeah.
Who will believe a lie in a second? Our kind is the prize they devise.
I hear you, Rob.
Self-destruct like a bomb we forgetting. Well,
I got you.
In our time we subconsciously step it. Our lives is a sign but sublime perception. Time minds our direction, but only by divine intervention. From y'all will arise with progression.
Come on.
And ever since my youth on up, they say life's about choices. You'll learn when you choose most stuff. Plus our brothers land.
Cypher, I don't know if these are industry beats, but you might get me flagged. I did all Zakar last week. I'm gonna do all Cypher this week. Let's go. If you anybody out there who got new music, or if you got anybody's new music, email it to me or WhatsApp it to me. You can WhatsApp it to me at 347-622-9090. Once again, 347-622-9090. WhatsApp me the tracks if you want me to play them. I'll play them next week.
Dear Mr. Willie Lynch, I got the letters that you saved. Know how to make a slave as it is still today. Separate the old from the young, mixing your race to weaken our kind. Lead a body, take a mind.
Bring it, Cypher.
X off the man, so the woman in the seed. Depend on you for everything that they need.
Hey.
They need to be your sin and never try to escape. But here's a birth of a new face. That's reversing what you place.
Shalom, Chief Shama. Hey, another one from Cypher. Here we go. Here we go.
In the place, the same space, scared to face my fate. Where will I be at the end of this race? Which one will I take? The straight, narrow, or the wide? Go run with the fools or walk with the wise? Talk to them guys who talk on them lies, which hating me.
J-Rod Israel.
Integrity and truth by my side.
This is Cypher.
And all the strains and the
House of Israel, Cincinnati, Ohio.
I can see it change over me now. Get deep in the laws, decreasing my flaws. The more we repeat, the more the beast secrete and they pause. They see that we strong. still won't leave us alone. America means Africans, men enslaved.
One of my favorite rappers in Israel. From the first time I heard him.
I'm still a slave till we walk off this turf after 400 years. Gentiles grab our skirt, crying 400 tears, saying our father inherited lies. There's only one God, his name is Yah. And can I reside with you? Cause I heard you true. The Zechariah 8:23, soon you see. In the rise on our feet to whom we should be.
Shalom, Chief.
Guys, I rule my Travis, Yehuda, and Davis, I king. No more war in the streets, only love and peace. The righteous is upheld and the thugs deceased. And all we got
going right down the line
turn back
of all his music.
No one knows our troubles. No one knows our fears. The only dreams dreamed every night is to get up out of here. No one feels our pain and no one sheds our tears. The only dreams dreamed every night is to get up out of here. Can't wait for Babylon to come tumbling down. To see all of the ashes scattered over the ground. Praise Yahweh, these so-called leaders got us thinking out backwards. When enough of this garbage to make us all sick, to make us all flip. When they go into the book of New Testament, you ain't hearing nothing but all lip. Readers, people going through hardship. Our people eating up scraps in abandoned apartments. Police, they start ish. So when you try to question their motives, all they do is try to empty the whole clip. It's the mentality slave owners has on boat ships. Our people scavenging, living amongst these vultures. They break our culture. Edomites try to destroy Yahtzee, claiming they're coming in broke. But we see it's all smoke and mirrors, cause Yah delivers with enough proof to make their bones quiver. The Gentile, yes, they off the shiver. Cause Yahweh will return in his garments and depart they members. Yes, the truth is cold this winter, but Yah give it to us raw, just to make us all remember. Just to make us all remember. Just to make us all remember.
It's like my steps getting shorter. Though I travel longer, the good die young, the wicked live stronger. Money over everything, government and power. Knowledge is suppressed, we less by the hour. Some of us live, some living and die. I get confused, so I just put a bit in the sky. We addicted to the guns, cars and the clothes, weed and the liquor. This all we condone.
I could go down this guy's whole music catalog, and it's all dope music.
We forgot where we been, don't know where we at, don't care where we go.
Don't forget, if you got some new music,
man, it's real sad cause
you can WhatsApp it
they got nationalities of color.
347-622-9090.
They control it.
But you can email it to me at info@d.c.b.org. Once again, info@d.c.b.org. All new songs, right from your phone. You can just email it or you can WhatsApp it to me.
While I'm here, gotta worry about getting thrown. Is somebody jailed to the
Y'all only music though.
Vex in my spirit, scared if I try. No,
I don't want no music about the sun. Just about Yah.
Keep on going, even if they don't see. You still gotta show it. We living in a time where vision is sublime. They don't understand what we seeing in our eyes. We just blame
Gerald Burke.
Man, don't know that we here for
324 where?
But it's just for
in Europe?
Soon everything is season.
In London?
It was frozen.
But it's just for a moment, only for a time, just for a season. Why so many people die, taking brothers' lives? Tell me what's the reason? They say Yeshua chose, Hebrew Israelite, it feels like I'm dreaming. Cause what I'm seeing through my eyes is hard to realize. Show me what's the meaning. But it's just for a moment, only for a time, just for a season. Why so my people die, taking brothers' lives? Tell me what's the reason? They say Yeshua chose, Hebrew Israelite, it feels like I'm dreaming. Cause what I'm seeing through my eyes is hard to realize. Show me what's the meaning, show me what's the meaning. Show me what's the meaning.
What's the meaning? Show me, yeah.
Like I told y'all, if you got any new music, just send it to me at 347-622-9090 WhatsApp. You can send it to me on WhatsApp. Any music that I haven't played, I might not have it. Just send me the MP3 file. Or you can send it to me at info@d.c.b.org. info@d.c.b.org. Or if any one of you have my email, my regular email, you can send it there. All right, if you know it, you could just send it there. The Gmail or the Yahoo email, either one. Just send me the music and make sure it's Yah only. So as we proceed, we continue with the music. Here goes another one.
Let me in, Uncle Al.
Hey, I usually don't play these because you get flagged with industry beats. But last week I didn't get flagged.
Shabbat.
I thought I was gonna get flagged.
I got him praying.
Never got flagged.
I got him praying.
But guess what? So I'm gonna keep playing these.
Yeah.
Here we go.
What's that? The day that you've been waiting. It's like the whole long week. It's just been taking long.
Come on.
Like people messing up, pursuing their own. When y'all said it's about him on specific holy days, and they can't tell it.
Yeah.
These captive hell conditions got my people sinning so hard. I think they'll never listen. The net and television got my kin neglecting wisdom. If this a test, for instance, show the chosen fail a mission. Be in opposition, discretion got me elevated. Real Israel celebrated. Christian folks they love to hate it. Through life I'm educated, so I'ma wait my turn. Cause salvation's only for pious souls, the rest will burn. Live life, choose right, and let wisdom discern. Other than that, the simple fact, the rod you gon' earn. No matter where you at, if you teach in fact, just keep it potent so the chosen keep on coming back.
And I turn away thy foot because of the Shabbat, from pursuing thy business on my holy day, and call the Shabbat a delight, and the holy of Yehovah honorable.
And shall honor it. Say what? Say what? What?
Shabbat.
Say what?
Play that.
I got him praying.
Play that.
Shabbat.
Play that. Whoa, yeah. The mindset of a sinner. When I'm thinking about yo, you trying to crush
Belinda.
When I'm focused on mischief, I take heed to my fringes. When I was in the 5 books, y'all was focused on spinners.
And I'm a menace.
God is my witness. With this Torah, I'm saved. Glorify the most I can see is the one that gave. Christians tend to ask if you Israel where your fame at. I guess it's just like yo,
J. Cracks, it ain't come yet.
Fame don't make the man make the fame. How can you expect blessings from the most high?
If you's a lame.
The rock from whence I came proves to me we ain't the same unless we all headed for change. You took the bus, I took the plane. I weigh 6 and that you can't quit. Heating up like the furnace, call me a go quit.
Brother was an Israelite's job.
Teaching the Lord despite the ways of the world's Jesus and our actions call for.
Hey, Rob.
Then should I delight thyself in
Yehovah,
and I'll make thee to ride upon
the high places of the earth.
And I'll feed thee with the heritage of Yaakov thy father, for the mouth of Yehovah has spoken it.
Play that, Shabbat.
Play that.
I got him praying.
Play that.
Shabbat.
Play that. One time, for my sister.
Here we go.
And Shaq Kyle.
Come on.
What we doing? Keep it funky.
Come on.
Soldier up.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
living in Babylon, captive to Revelon, dwelling in nails.
Come on.
100 miles away from
send me all the new music. Y'all already know. Send me all the music you haven't heard here.
The brothers with consciousness to this bondage and stuff. Seeking salvation through colleges, not knowing their knowledge is toxic garbage versions of the oppressor's logic. Western ideas, feminist cheers with women in skins. Been influenced by years by Ricky Lake and all the talk show peers. I be damned if these bandits are set to standards, even though we stranded in a place. Handed oppression, blessings.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
living in Babylon, captive to Revelon, dwelling in nail salons.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
abused by their men, confusion within. Sister, the Lord brings some things.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
drinking and smoking, thinking and hoping short skirts to get a proper open.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
loving the masses, the one who shares herself with too many gon' play out the fast.
Come on,
lose focus. Cause hope is hopeless if Ema's the cocus. Sometimes it feels like the world or girl is upon your shoulders, but you's a daughter of God. I know it's hard being on, dressing in ancient garb, looking the part. While other chicks wearing handkerchiefs around their bodies, calling them skirts. That flirt, sexual experts is common as dirt, but your value is what diamonds is worth. What's even worse is when you forsake your identity, it hurts the whole earth. Don't get it twisted, sister. Righteousness brings a new glare to your picture. I'm here with your poor for richer, get it poppin'. Ain't no stopping right thoughts. You sought to prosper your family, but at times even righteous brothers suffer from spells of insanity. Looking for amnesty through the eyes of his woman, cause his pride was just taken in your sight.
I'm pushing it tonight.
light, trying to bless your mind with
Hopefully I don't get flagged.
Boys bolder. She told us when your life's on the line, they ride and die like a soldier. Daughter's design, keep the
as long as they don't knock me off.
Time when the fruits of your
I'm
hands,
good.
I had to stand up and shine.
Come on. Say what? I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
living in Babylon, captive the Revelon, dwelling in nail salons.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
abused by they men, confusion within. Sister, the Lord brings all things.
I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion,
drinking and smoking.
I hear you, Fitzgerald, bro. I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion.
Even the masses, the one who shares himself with the many, gon' play out the fast. I dedicate this to the daughters in the earth's four corners. We a nation within a nation. As nature's placed in the case. Okay. We need that backbone. Ain't no place like the black home. Established by sisters, princess. Your interest is a fact alone. We need that chastity. Now true passive is alright, daughter. Practice with cooking devices. Prepare for the world order. Sorta like Mother Sarah when she speak wisdom. Listen, you ought to hear her. She's my reflection, like looking in the mirror. Sister, I ain't asking you to back your neck, but show respect. I'm the head and you the sensitive side of my intellect. Understanding regret. Animal shape of counsel exact. Therapeutic. Your voice is like music when my soul is swollen and vexed. Play your position and I'ma play mine. State your intuitions at appropriate time. Let's keep it in line, and you'll find happily ever after. Let's get through the lyrical chapter. I dedicate this to the daughters of Zion, living in Babylon, captive the Revelon, dwelling in nail salons. Dedicate this to the daughters of Zion, abused by they men.
Somebody Israel presents you with that.
I dedicate this
Real
to the
common
daughters of
mission. Well, there's several
Definitely with this one. Watch it now.
Yeah.
Hopefully I don't get that flag on this one.
Yeah.
Here we go. Here we go. Let's go.
By any means necessary, I'll do whatever necessary.
Yeah.
So you don't ever have to worry.
Come on.
I'll do.
Come on.
I'll do.
Yeah.
By any means necessary, I'll do whatever necessary. So you don't ever have to worry. I'll do. I'll do.
Perpetual covenants, we still practice within this government we were sold in. Yeah, it's the greatest, humble's the famous. Although I stumble in concrete jungles and fumble instructions he gave us, I still rumble wicked courageous. See, I'ma repent, the hell with Lent. I don't follow religion and Catholicism is something I resent. I'm here to put dents in Christian content to the furthest extent, cause I find it to be full of that bull. Keep it holy, cause the Lord chose me solely to spit that holy testimony. As a youth, the truth, my aim drove me.
Hard bargain, prosper in everything I put my heart in. We living nice on food for thought, but yet our people starving. When I acknowledge, we pay homage to this pecking garbage, lambs to the slaughter, warring laws in order. Reign supreme, you getting fat while you gleam. Fighting principalities with sacrifices, casualties, the war. Nobody boy me stand for. Victory in your sight, no wrong in doing right. But on the contrary, to gain back my land, it's whatever's necessary. Militant tactics, drastic emissary. Fighting for the eagle, now I'm fighting for my people. Bringing down the churches cause they're bringing forth the evil. Profit off of fortune with dancing, forced talkers, you set in your own coffins.
By any means necessary, I'll do whatever necessary. So you don't ever have to worry. I'll do. By any means necessary, I'll do whatever necessary. So you don't ever have to worry. I'll do.
Whoa, they got us stuck in the trenches, banging hard for the creator, cause I'm one of his henchmen. Keep playing the game while y'all on the benches, blowing the horn on they folly, but they ain't trying to listen. So what am I to do? Besides, bring it to you for believing in all the lies that they taught you in Sunday school. Priest to the nations, I'm ripping the truth, spitting righteousness as I'm ripping through you with my sword, a straight war.
Gives and takes away, blessed be his name. Each chance I get, I thank him for another day. Staring at my adversary and my heart racing. A modern day Maccabee, we fight to get our praise. So you don't never have to worry, be of good courage. It's mental warfare, be aware, don't get discouraged. Now some label me Jewish, take away the suffix. That's the son of Israel, grandchild of the covenant. By the time they blew the horn, already had my weapons drawn. And vivid visions of victory, singing the song. None held captive, they utterly destroyed. So all the curses they wished upon us are null and void. Put your trust in the Lord and they fall at your feet. That'll teach them to prepare for war in the time of peace.
Oh, give thanks unto the Lord, for he is good. Oh, give thanks unto the God of gods. Oh, give thanks unto the Lord of lords. To him alone who doeth great wonders. To him by wisdom make heavens. To him who stretched out the earth above the waters. To him that made the great lights. The sun, the moon by day.
Come on.
Stars to rule by night.
Yeah.
Straight off the ripping, no slipping, hitting that literature. Minister, hitting my scriptures, Mr. the Sinisters. Wisdom, understanding, knowledge, demolish the shimmerers. Picture what's the hate and the grain is swaying against the love. My people hit with drugs. I gotta flip my soil. Through thorn and thistle, I'm bringing forth my bread and spoil. They say you tread with an ox, surely the crib is full. A striver, one who is mighty, you step in front of bull. You could forget your pull. I'm with the true and living God. Crush any cruel squad, this the true commission. True visions being the light. Give it to you the purest. Soon as you hear it, turn up the mic. Gotta renew the spirit. Hallelujah. From my crown to my chain to my linen, how it's spinning. Prayer don't go to my brain. That's by my deeds. I'ma breathe by the way. From the cedars to the groves till Ema's a brighter day. To him that smoke Egypt when they first born. We brought Israel out from among them. With a strong hand and with an outstretched arm. To him who divided the Red Sea in the part.
I picture the scriptures as instructions of life. I've been abducted by something other than trife. Well, y'all thugging for right. Blessed when it's sight to turn the world backwards from savage patterns. The lack of established manners left us trapped in the back commanded. Captive the bandits, I can't stand it. And those with knowledge go against the grain single-handed. That's the way the Most High planned it. Stranded up north, handed across in the lands of the lost. Diligence in teaching your seeds to help us stay the course. We in it for the long run. Cause when it's all done, y'all will prevail in this time of travailing out your fortune. The truth scorching, but peep the portion that was brought with caution. Israel wax fat and kick the nigga word we lost and sick of flossing. Wicked ways close in the coffin. Look at the chosen's misfortune, claiming the lands that they were sold and bought in. My people lost in the source, forced to pay homage to a myth that died on the cross. Old common sense toss, check it. From Genesis to Malachi, Yahweh Elohim, Yahweh Akkad. For this alone,
ready to die.
That's what we live for. Dodging pitfalls, pump weights and get sore. Training a new generation of soldiers we got in store.
Come on, Lizard.
The main Israel passed through the
midst of it. Pharaoh and his hosts in the Red Sea.
To him that led his people
through the wilderness.
To him that smote great kings. And slew famous kings. Zion, king of the Amorites. And Og, the king of Bashan. And gave his land as a heritage. Even a heritage unto Israel, his servant. Who remembered us in our low estate. And have delivered us from our enemies.
Come on.
Giving food to all flesh. Oh, give thanks unto the God of heaven.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey. Oh. They that trust in Yah.
Name of that previous songs that aired is the 136th song.
Move, but about it forever. Like as the mountains around about Jerusalem.
Hey.
So is my God round about his people. From this time forth, even forevermore. For the rod of the wickedness shall not rest upon the lot of the righteous, lest the righteous put not forth their hands into iniquity. Do good, oh Lord, to those that be good, and to them that are upright in their hearts. But as for those that turn aside to their own crooked ways, behold, we'll lead them forth with the workers of iniquity. But peace unto you, O Israel.
Come on. Come on, come on.
Happy is everyone that feareth Yahweh, that walketh in his ways. When thou eatest the labor of thy own hands, happy thou shalt be, and it shall be well with thee. Your wife shall be as fruitful as a vine, in the innermost parts of thy house. Your children to be like olive plants round about thy table. Behold, surely thus shall man be blessed. Only he that feareth the Lord. Oh,
culture. It's the way of life, yeah, and it's my culture. Born from a hustler and raised by the vultures. Born from a hustler and raised by the vultures.
Come on.
Still follow the commandments. It's the way of life. It's the way of life. Yeah, and it's my culture. Yeah, and it's my culture. It's the way of life. Yeah, and it's my culture. Born from a hustler and raised by the vultures. Born from a hustler and raised by the vultures. When I think of y'all, I see myself getting closer. Always realizes if
yeah, my cousin D-Rock is on that track.
Land, I'ma stand for my.
He's the hook.
With realness come, I respect where it's from.
R.I.P. D-Rock.
Young to y'all, second to none. Now look at that, everything else is irrelevant. Realize it's all on yourself to just represent.
We sample this voice.
And the ghetto's not curing me. That's why I stay with a level of maturity. Night for night with this spiteful life. But our light is bright if we highlight the right. I know we all gotta breathe through the windpipe. So while we all can't see with the insight, I guess we worry about the dividends. It's time to get it in. Y'all want such to consider it.
Come on. Do remember if you got them new tracks. And for the sin which we have committed before the hardening of the heart. For the sin which we have committed before the unknowingly. And for the sins which we have committed before the utterance of the lips.
Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented. Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented. I'm cocoon in this world, it's not a butterfly. Ain't nothing beauty in this earth when evil coincides. Since when right is wrong and wrong is right, we know better than that before thinking twice. Father, forgive me, I'm a sinner in my life. I ain't trying to die in strife. Please, Most High, allow me to get my head right. Cause I'm lost in this world without your blessed sunlight. It get dark in this world and our souls feeling cold and our minds become froze like the ice age. When we arose from those who enslaved us, we cry for your mercy, Most High, to save us. We back again in this tragedy, but how Sodom and Gomorrah trying to get stronger. What we need to do is step our game up. I'm talking about the Torah so we can get stronger with our insight to live a life rather than death. I must and I gotta make wisdom my wife. The fear of Most High is beginning of life. The fear of Most High is beginning of life. Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented. Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented. The words that I put forth my mouth, it's hard to digest and clean, so I'ma spit it out. The lying of the tongue of disrespecting the parents. I'm a sinner a very, very long time. I should have been a bandit, but the Most High allowed me to be here, showcasing my talent. At the same time, struggling with the spirit satanic. I'ma move on like Abraham. That the man is for the famine. Follow all commandments. God said I will rescue all those who love me and show protection to all those who trust in me. And when they call upon me, I will answer to heal all their troubles. But I get down on both knees and praise to the Most High, please. Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented. Father, forgive me for the sins that I've committed. I wish I never done it, but I did, cause I did it. Father, have mercy, cause your love is never ending. I'm penning on your mercy shown to those who repented.
Okay. This is gonna be a banger right here, man. You gonna have to face the east. Yup. Put your hands up. Okay. And bop to this one. Check. Feel me? You already know. Okay. A slave, grade born to a foreign nation, raised on protest raids and discrimination. Not only purpose is to focus on the nation, but the heathen seem pleasing and the focus is the great. A lot of time given to the dead being risen, and neck romance and Crowley your Charles Manson. Putting God first is never on their mind, so the system puppeteers got his hand all up our spines. Get right quick and know who you're dealing with. We serving martyrs, turn our backs on our Father. People hypnotized and deprived, why bother living in the cursed state? So the time's getting harder.
We want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey.
I'ma drop some more jewels on them. I'm feeling this one. Yes. I'm let the beat ride out right now. Alright, that's enough. Lord Biden, a group in tune with high and get the evil out the midst before the people go to silence. Got a heart like Moses, but resort to violence. To Jehovah Elohim, I pay homage. So I keep a scripture for these actors, I'm no sucker. Waking sleeping carcasses, the keeper of my brother. Listen, when it rains, it pours, the adversary will fall. Plus the evil inclinations is a mother. Words coming smoothly off the top like butter. Israel presses Jews only come about the gutter. Plus we keep the yoke around our neck and our beauty laid to rest. It was foretold the curses that we under. Bow.
We want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey, we want it, I got it. Land of milk and honey.
Next song is my last song. Then I gotta call it a night.
And there is no one else. I have not spoken in secret in a place of a land of darkness. I said not unto the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. There's one Lord for the homeborn and the stranger. Love him with all your mind.
Look unto me and be saved, all ends of the earth. For I am Yah, and there is definitely no one else. I have sworn by myself a word of righteousness that's gone from my mouth, a word that shall not return.
Come on.
That unto me every knee shall bow and every tongue shall swear.
I have not spoken in secret in a place of a land of darkness. I said not unto the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness. I declare things that are right. There's one Lord for the homeborn and the stranger. Love him with all your mind.
shall be justified. And shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified. And shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified. And shall glory, glory in Yahweh shall all the seed of Israel be justified. And shall glory, glory.
Come on now.
I have not spoken in secret, in a place of a land of darkness. I said not until the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness, I declare things that are right. There's one love for the homeborn and the stranger, love him with all your might. I have not spoken in secret, in a place of a land of darkness. I said not until the seed of Jacob seeking me in vain. I speak righteousness, I declare things that are right. There's one Lord for the homeborn and the stranger, love him with all your might. I have not spoken in secret, in a place of a land of darkness. Love, all things come from Yahweh. All things come from Yahweh. Where there is
Sing along if you know the song. Where there's peace, there's love. Sing along if you know the song. My brother Chief Maku on the drums. Hashem. Blessed be the name of our God.
Shla Yahuwah, Baruch Hashem, Shel Yahuwah, Baruch Hashem, the name of Yahuwah, Makwam Shalom,
Shahaba.
Shalom. In a house of peace, in a house of peace. You know where they come from.
Oh, their body.
Yahuwah. Oh, their body. Oh, Yahuwah.
So we come to the end of our night playing music. Thanking y'all once again for tuning in. I'd like to thank all of y'all for being loyal and committed. Also, obviously, our Unity Shabbat that would have been next week is postponed. I'm not going to say cancel, postponed to a later date. I don't know where that's going to be, but even if it's going to be this year, but if not this year, then next year. So so let everybody know we're going to make an announcement tomorrow during our broadcast that is postponed because New York City's not open yet. They're not allowing large gatherings. So obviously we can't have a Unity Shabbat with a large gathering. And so we pray that the Creator be with us all, protect us. Our night of elegance, all that stuff is off. So thanking y'all for tuning in. Once again, I'm tired at this moment. I pray that the Most High King of the universe be with you all. Shalom, shalom. Everyone have a good night's sleep. Don't forget, we will be on the d.c.b channel in the morning, 11 a.m. Eastern time, doing our usual Shabbat thing. So just stay tuned. Come back on again and come and get some understanding and some wisdom. May the great King be with you all. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom, family. Welcome once again.